Hello, students of Mr. Womouth for our pre-calculus. This is Mr. Womouth, going to go through section 7.3, the last part of 7A before we will have an assessment. Basically what we're going to go through is some working on row operations and matrices, and then I'm going to show you how to do RREF on the calculator. You can always do RREF to solve any form of equations with as many variables as you want. Okay, so remember, with equivalent systems of linear equations, you can multiply or divide the whole row, add or subtract rows. As long as you do it to all of the rows, then you are good to go. So elementary row operations on a matrix, you can interchange any two rows, you can multiply them, you can add them. So let's talk about performing some indicated row operations. The reason I have this slide like this is I'm going to have to get to the calculator here in a minute to kind of go through this with you. But let's talk about row operations because you're going to have to do this on your quiz. All right, so this is a 2x2 matrix, and this would be row 1 and this would be row 2. When you do a row operation, you change the final thing that they give you. That's the row you're going to change. The other one is going to stay the same. So our final answer here, we're going to take row 1 plus row 2. We're going to replace that in row 2 because it's the last thing that they gave us. Well, 1 plus negative 1 is 0, and 2 plus 3 is 5. Row 1 stays the same. Okay, so when you're doing these elementary row operations, you always replace the last thing they give you. Let's try that again. They want us to take 2 times row 2 plus row 1. Well, so row 1 this time is what we're going to change. Well, I'm going to take 2 times row 2, which is negative 2, 6, and then I'm going to add that to row 1. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. 6 plus 2 is 8. We replaced row 1. Since row 1 was last, that's what we replace. Row 2 does not change from its original form. Okay, so there is a question on your assessment about some elementary row operations. Do what it tells you to do and replace the final one with whatever they ask you to do. Okay, solve using row echelon. All right, so this is going to be pretty sweet with the calc, and I'm pretty sure you guys have probably already done this before. But anyway, we'll go through it again. All right, so remember how we've gone through substitution and elimination? You don't have to do that anymore. You can do row echelon. So you're going to take your coefficients. So we have 2 variables, which means our matrix is going to be a 2x3. So I put 1s where there's nothing in front of those. So it's going to be 2, 1, 10, 1, negative 2, 5. Okay? So that's how you do row echelon. Put that matrix. So that's a 2x3 matrix. Then you take out your calculator. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, so got it right there. I'm going to take my second matrix, and we type in, we're going to go over to edit, and it's a 2x3. Hit edit, and so we go 2, 1, 10, and 1, 1, negative 2, 5. Okay, then we always want a second quit just to get out of matrix land, and then we're going to go second matrix. Now, we want to go RREF of matrix A to get reduced row echelon form, which is going to solve this for us. We go over to math and we go down to RREF, all the way down there at B. Hit enter and then go second matrix again. We entered that in as matrix A, so hit enter on it, hit enter again, boom. It will give you the identity matrix, and then these last 2 numbers over here are your solution. So the solution to this problem is 5, 0. That's how I want you to solve all of these problems from now on. So 5, 0, those last 2 numbers are the answer. Okay, and we can go bigger and better and stronger here. So let's try that with a bigger one here. Okay, So, first thing we got to do, and then I'll run through one where we got to write the equations, and then we'll call it a day here. All right, we now have 3 variables. So that means you're going to have 3 by 4 when you get everything in there. So that's going to be 1, -1, 2, -3, 2, 1, -1. Make sure they're all in the same order. If you have to reorder, you make sure they're all good to go there. All right, so there's all those numbers. So I open up my calculator again. I go to second matrix. I'm going to enter 3 by 4. And here we go. 1, -1, 2, -3, 2, 1, -1, 0, and -1, 2, -3, 7. Okay, double check that you typed all those in right. I think I did. Okay, then we want to quit, and we're going to go second matrix. RREF is under math. Hit enter. Second matrix A. And there you go. Should be the identity over here. X, Y, Z. -2, 7, 3. Okay, so from now on, use RREF. If it says do the inverse, just use RREF. You can solve any system of equations with RREF. Okay, so that is it, but I do want to go through number 80 just from the book, just because it deals with writing the equations. Doing the RREF thing, that's easy. You guys can do that, piece of cake. But writing these equations is a little bit where the challenge comes in here. So I thought I had that. There it is. Okay, Heather earned, zoom that in here. Heather has saved $177 to take with her on the family vacation. She has 51 bills consisting of 1s, 5s, and 10s. The number of $5 bills is 3 times the number of $10 bills. Find out how many of each bill she has. Okay, so we're going to have 3 equations. Let's do the bills first. X plus Y plus Z equals. Well, she has 51 total bills. So X plus Y plus Z has to be 51. Then we have the money portion. We'll make dollar bills X, $5 bills Y, and $10 bills Z. And she has how much money? $177. Okay, those first 2 equations, those are the easy ones. It's the last one where you kind of got to piece it together here. If the number of $5 bills, Y, is 3 times the number of $10 bills. So Y is 3 times Z. So Y equals 3Z. So let's make sure that works. If I have 5 $10 bills, I would have to have 15 $5 bills. So that works. That's the right equation. Take a number and check. All right, now we have to rewrite this. I'm going to move that 3Z over so I have Y minus 3Z equals 0. So I can use, there's my third equation in reduced row echelon form. So now I can go 1, 1, 1, 51, 1, 5, 10, 177, 0, 1, -3, because I don't have any X's and zeros. So you go 1, 1, 1, 51, 1, 5, 10, 177, 0, 1, -3, 0. Put that in your calculator, do RREF, which I've already done for you, and it comes out 27,18,6. So we have 27 $1 bills, 18 $5 bills, and 6 $10 bills. Okay? So setting up the equation and then do everything else solving on these on RREF.